Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Johnson's Media Truder, and welcome back to Stellaris, the Impossible Run. And welcome indeed to the beginning of the end, because the crisis is here, and I'm not ready for them. I'm not even remotely ready for the crisis right now, and that corner of the galaxy they're about to crash into is even less ready than me. But we will not go quietly. I have plans. We might be able to slow them down long enough, because there is one and precisely one way we're going to be able to beat the Scourge, and that is with a ridiculously massive artillery battery made up of Titans and battlecruisers fitted out with their extra large weapons, basically just battering the swarm at ridiculously long range before they can properly engage with me, because the Scourge is going to be made up of relatively small numbers of very, very tough capital ships. So if we can just destroy them with ridiculously long-range powerful artillery, we might be able to bleed them dry eventually. But we're kind of not ready for that just yet. So instead, for the time being, I've got a plan. The first thing we're going to do here is separate out every single ship that has ever arrived on account of the head of Zarklan, all glory to Zarklan. For one simple reason: every single ship that's arrived that way has access to side jump drives. So we may not be able to beat the swarm, but we can get in, do some damage, and get back out again. Those sort of hit and run tactics might be able to keep them occupied, slow down their advance, give me time to set up the artillery batteries I need. And it turns out we've got even less time than I was thinking. I think we're about to make first contact. So, hello over there. You're utterly flipping monstrous. And, yeah, because I'm not psionic, I can't actually speak to them. Psionics can chat to them, but you don't really learn much, aside from one interesting tip here, which is they say they're basically running from something they themselves are scared of, the Hunters. But they don't really specify what that means, so possibly we'll be seeing, yes, a mega post-crisis crisis showing up down the line in one of the DLCs. I don't know. But for the time being, hello, you're horrendously ugly. And yes, indeed, they've arrived. And I think the first battle of the invasion has just begun with... okay, that's not as bad as I was fearing, actually. 168,000 per fleet. Now, that's not good, obviously, but it definitely could be worse. So, yeah, those guys have immediately opened fire. That is, 13,000. Right, so, yeah, they're going to start tearing apart these guys, no problem whatsoever. But this does give us our first look at these bastards, and they are very, very interesting indeed, because it's not too difficult to actually work around them. One, they're not necessarily that fast. They've got a bio-drive, but they've got no ability to develop warp drives whatsoever, so outmaneuvering them, not necessarily that difficult. On top of that, they possess no shields and never can possess shields. They have a fair amount of armor, and then relatively small amounts of health below that armor. So, weaponry that bypasses armor and shielding could be very, very useful indeed. Plasma, which I've already got set on most of my ships, very, very useful indeed again, because that gets massive bonuses versus both armor and hull. Absolutely lovely. And as for their primary weapons, yeah, they're heavily dependent on missiles and strike craft, so huge amounts of flak and point defense might well be extremely useful indeed at neutralizing a fair amount of their damage output. And as for what they've got that's not actually missiles or strike craft, yeah, bonus damage versus shield. So, we're going to be wanting to do basically a complete rework of our entire fleet. These shields are no good to us, we need armor instead, and that's actually very useful because armor in place of shields means that these guys actually have more spare power, and more power gets converted directly into damage, as spare power does just get diverted to weapon systems or what have you. So, pure plasma, pure armor, not bad. As for my destroyers, those guys are now basically exclusively nothing but point defense and flak. That's all we need. Giant piles of point defense and flak. And I've just made a duplicate copy of this guy, but yeah, with double flak and single missile, just so we've got a balanced amount of flak and point defense in our fleet. So yeah, we'll just basically have half and half going forward. But yeah, these guys will be absolutely crucial for neutralizing a good half, maybe even more, of the damage output of the Scourge. So that will be very useful indeed. And while this cruiser and battleship will do for now, yeah, what we really need more than anything is ultimately the brand new extra large bow, which for the moment at least is not available. The cruiser, I could move these guys over to a hangar core actually. I could do that, okay. That theoretically might be fairly useful, but that only really works if, yeah, I've got enough battle cruisers to provide the hitting power. Because Scout Wing, okay, Scout Wings potentially might be useful for shooting down little missiles and whatnot. Yeah, go on. Right now these guys are basic, but we'll have it for the time being. And yeah, we really need to start teching up all of this. All of this needs to start going up, like, immediately. Also, I think one of my fleets has just run into, yeah, a handful of crystals. Shouldn't be a problem there whatsoever. Should just be able to blast them apart. No trouble. Right, yes, you're just trying to make your way home as fast as possible. Okay, any other benefits I can give myself? Like, yeah, you know what? For 1 month, research, I think that's the energy alien. So, get on with that. That'll be absolutely lovely. Someone wants to have a chat with me. And you just want to... Okay, I won't say no. Cheers. There we go, that's done immediately. 5 months, just study the energy cloud, see what we can do. But, yeah, these guys have immediately arrived. So, that's about 450,000. That's another 450,000. That's another 300,000. So, okay, that's up to... okay, over 1 million. I've lost count, but over 1 million. And that's another 600,000. Okay, so they've arrived with about 1.8 million strength, and as we've established, I've only actually got... oh dear. Okay, now, this could be a problem, because thinking about it, they're only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's 14 odd jumps to a natural wormhole that leads directly into my space. That's a big issue. Okay. I cannot play safe here. It's time to do some stupid stuff. So right now, I'm losing consumer goods. So, right, over to policies. No, start with species here. So default rights, we are actually going to, yeah, go down to decent conditions to reduce how many consumer goods we're consuming on a day-to-day basis. Okay, with that done, we should be saving a decent amount of consumer goods right now. And for that reason... we're going over to the policies here. Yes, here we flippin' go. So, the trade policy. We've been producing consumer benefits for some time. No, no longer. We need to go over to marketplace of ideas. I need to massively increase the amount of unity we're getting in, because handful of ascension perks could be very, very useful indeed. Next, right now we are fanatical xenophile together with a little bit militarist. I think we need to be more militarist. Now that doesn't mean we will need to start paying tiny amounts for, yeah, all of our trade deals and whatever, but honestly, what the hell am I going to be spending influence on at this point? We're just trying to survive. So, screw it. Over to factions. Am I allowed to just straight up embrace the Red Legion who want to be all militarist? No, I can't, because I'm going to be needing, yeah, a little bit more influence, but on top of that, you can't embrace a faction unless they've got 20% support across the entire empire, and the militarists only have 5 supports. Right, because our empire has sort of, yeah, gone a bit xenophile and also a bit spiritualist, because of the head of Zarklan, all glory to Zarklan, but potentially Zarklan's just doomed us all. Now, I can massively increase the attraction, but at a massive cost of influence. But again, what's influence really doing right now? Screw it. Promote the faction. Ah, yes. One small problem with the Scourge, who now actually do have their own empire. Yeah, their actual star bases are basically citadels by default. Strength of 113,000. So every single basic star base is stronger than my entire fleet combined right now. But, as I say, surprisingly dependent on missiles and strike craft. So if I can just shoot all of those down, we're not in such a bad place. So, this looks bad, and it is bad. I didn't call this the impossible run for a laugh. I can't win, but I can put up more of a fight than you might be expecting. Okay, we just went down to minus 225 in terms of consumer goods, which is not great. Not great, to be honest, but that's fine. We'll be okay. Zero Index made peace with somebody. Yeah, I may have sort of doomed the galaxy, actually. The Zero Index would, well, they couldn't have won, but at least they would have put up a fair fight. And bear in mind, this is just the vanguard. These are the babies, alright? The main fleet's still on its bloody way. Right, get naval capacity up here. What we need to do for the time being is... we need science. We need more science, because I need those extra large weapons sooner rather than later. I've already got my ships actually providing assist research. They're not great scientists, but they'll have to flipping do. Okay, if I bring all the ships that are available right now together, that's only 40,000. Okay, it's 40,000, however, that does have, no point defense whatsoever, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not great, but that's not all of it. More is on the way. The third pilgrims are coming. There you go. You literally just arrived. Well done. So you guys get in here. You merge together. And I believe, yeah, more forces are on their way as well. Yeah, the second pilgrims are coming. That's only 7,000 strength. It's not spectacular, but this is going to be a very, very fast fleet. We can outmaneuver the Scourge. Not sure that's really going to do much good yet, but once they start spreading out... Oh, they're moving fast. Okay, so they're going to annihilate the megachurch. Then they're going to start work on the Infinite Pond, who are, yeah, probably the strongest empire in the galaxy. But that's fine. As time goes by, sooner or later, the fallen empires will wake up and start getting involved. They won't be able to do much, but they might be able to do something. Here we go. The Void Clouds give us plus 10% physics. That's very, very good indeed. Everyone loves plus 10% physics. Yes, science. We need just like basically giant piles of science. I mean, more unity wouldn't hurt either. And yeah, we do actually have some unity coming in. If anyone's got like a spare space on their planet, now would be an excellent time to get, yeah, some civilian industries down. Because otherwise people are going to get really, really, really bloody annoyed about the lack of consumer goods. Give it only a handful of years, actually. Right. Okay, I don't know whether this is good news or not, but the fallen empires are starting to wake up. So it's the Gwesiberan. Okay, which are the Gwesiberan? Hang on, who are you guys? Okay, it's the Xenophiles. Good. Me and them get on just fine, alright? They asked me for a scientist, I handed him straight over. They wanted a pop for their zoo, handed him straight over, alright? We get on absolutely flipping fine, so, giant in the playground, that's all fine, and... Oh, I could... Wait, what? I could create a federation with an awakened... Wait, what? That's... Okay, so... They wouldn't actually... I mean... I wouldn't say no! Ah, but then they'll be the presidents. But if they're the presidents... Okay, you know what? Screw it. Why the flip not? I'm going to invite them into a federation. Let's form a federation together, which they're going to be the president of. But, quite frankly... Right, so... I'm now in a federation with an awakened ascendancy. That's weird, but whatever. Right, so those guys are now my colour, my allies, my everything. And, okay, you know what? I'm going to start giving these guys basically everything. Alright, any amount of territory I've got nearby, they can have it. Then again, there's no link between me and them. Also, I'm glad they decided to adopt my colours. That's very, very welcome indeed. I'm guessing they're the president, by the way. Yes, they are most definitely the president right now. But they like us, so that's just lovely. It's going to be absolutely fine. And yeah, actually, if they're the president, that would suggest that they're probably not going to ask me to be their subjects. Because we're already allies, and I don't think you can be an ally and a signatory at the same time. Okay, time for you to start recruiting vassals to help with the upcoming war. This is all very odd, but screw it, I'd rather be friends with them than not. Okay, as for my existing standing fleets that aren't actually the forces of Zarklan, yeah, start upgrading them in the right direction, if you'd be so kind. These forces are going to need to be, yeah, basically... completely redesigned around the new schematics. How are we doing on Unity, by the way? Okay, we've sped that up significantly. We're now going to have ourselves, yeah, Supremacy done in just about, yeah, just over 3 years, which is not terrible. Then we can hopefully take, yeah, Defenders of the Galaxy. That'll do. Right there. Plus 20 opinion, 50% bonus damage to endgame crisis factions. That's what we flipping need. That's a priority. Right there. Also... worth thinking about, yeah, this little wormhole down over here. How are you guys getting on? You are Okay, you're most definitely moving in this direction, but there's only so fast you can... Ooh. Right, they're bringing in infestors too. Right, okay, that's gonna be fun. So far, they haven't got any planets down, but only a matter of time until they do. And yeah, those make very, very good anchors. Very, very hard to shake them off. Okay, I'll admit, my consumer goods are going down, yeah, faster than I'd actually like, but, that's fine. We've got new buildings coming in. Alright, we are building them right now. Here we go, more and more and more. Let's just start actually getting plenty of people working in these foundries, please. We need lots of people working in the factories. And, okay, the second wave just arrived. So, this is fine. Are they actually, they here, by the way. Is that the main force that just showed up? Yeah, that'll be the main force that just showed up. So, that's another, yeah, that's about 1.2 million per fleet. So, that's, okay, that's plenty more. That's plenty more. I think we can, yeah, we can see these guys. So here they are. Hello. The big lads have arrived. Good, good. But yeah, Swarm Carrier Class, you can see here, even though these guys are terrifying, like, huge amounts of the damage that they can do is dependent on those little tiny biological strike craft. So if we could just field enough destroyers to neutralize them, they're not going to be anywhere near as strong as they look. Right, start upgrading every single research lab that can be upgraded, quite frankly. We just need more science, no matter what the cost. Upgrade that. We need more consumer goods. What are you guys doing right now, by the way? You guys must be able to do something. We don't really need commercial zones right now, guys. To be honest, no. No, we do not. Replace that with, yeah, civilian industries. We just need huge amounts of consumer goods. And yeah, go on. Have yourselves some more flipping research labs. I've spent all the money. But that's fine. People are just, like, giving me money right now because, oh, bloody hell. Yeah, that's, hello. What's one of you? Ooh, a brood mother. Everyone loves a brood mother. Yeah, that's no good at all. Nothing's good right now. Nothing is good. Okay, is there anyone left we could actually bring into this federation, potentially? I'm not sure there is, because, yeah, you guys are pirates and you guys are pirates. Neither of you will actually do federations. You are pirates as well, you don't do federations. Everyone else is... Oh, right, okay, Zero Index might not be quite as dead as I thought they were. I thought they were pretty much done, but no. Sadly, I'd love to have the Silicon involved. They seem pretty decent, but, right, okay, this is... There's nothing anyone can do for that right now. Don't even think about it, alright? Just be ready to start thinking about it. Once they start spreading out, then maybe, just maybe, we can start trying to pick off, say... armies or civilian ships. For the time being, that is not going to fly, so don't even think about it. Just leave that side of the galaxy to their fate. As tragic as it is, we don't have a choice. How are my new friends doing, by the way? 121,000, 124,000. Yeah. They've got, like, enough to stand up to maybe a fleet or two, but... they're not going to last. And generally, I do find that, yeah, the Awakened Empires, they do very well at first, but if you destroy their starting fleets, they struggle to recover, to be honest. They struggle to have the economy to actually rebuild what they started with. Okay, civilian goods are cheap for the time being, so I can buy enough of them to keep me going for now. When I say keep me going, that's 1,000 energy just to keep me going for like 2 months. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure this was actually the right decision, but screw it. We desperately, desperately need that unity. How's my production of alloys going right now? We've got ourselves, right, 50 metal workers up to plus 215. That's good. That's very, very good indeed, because I've got myself a new plan for a new fleet. Also, hello, sexy. That's an L-gate in sight. Okay. Hang on, one L-gate in sight, and I'll be taking... Ooh, what do I want next? Ah! Civilian repli complexes. Yes, we might well need that. That's kind of important. What did you get, by the way? Hyperdrive 3. Very, very useful. Advanced research complexes. Okay, that's not bad either. But then again, hang on. Upgraded point defense. Ah, but... okay, I need to get lasers up because if I don't finish lasers, I won't get extra large lasers. I need extra large lasers. And that's only going to take 2 months, so that's fine. Everything's under control. What we need right now is, by the way, who are you? I've no idea who you are, but you've opened the borders. Thanks. Any chance the raiders want to actually let me buy a fleet? No. Sadly, I think their fleets have been destroyed and they haven't been able to rebuild them. How about you guys? No, just raiding targets, but even then I've got no rivals right now, so sadly, they won't do that. Yeah, you can't actually be rivals versus the Scourge, so I can't just throw mercenaries at them. They wouldn't do that well, but... Okay, let's just think big here. Let's just think big. What is actually going to present them with any problems whatsoever? There's going to be, yeah, a bit of a problem around here, because right next to each other, we've got ourselves, yeah, the Corsairs right there, and the Materialist Fallen Empire right there. Those guys will at least put up a bit of a fight. Not a great fight, but a bit of one. This Federation won't be able to stand, but hit and run might slow them down at least a little bit. The Almetas are screwed, and that's a problem, because when the Almetas fall, yeah, the doorway to my territory is wide flipping open. Still, if they keep coming down south, eventually, yeah, they'll hit my friend, the Mediators. So that's good. Ah, this will be why they were willing to form a federation. They're feeling custodial because, yeah, there's problems with the crisis. So, okay, they're maybe not going to bother doing that whole signatory business. Though, to be honest, if they wanted to recruit some extra vassals, that'd probably be, you know, really bloody useful. Also, something worthy of thought, yeah, the Khan Vasim over here, these guys right now won't join me because they're part of an existing federation. But as soon as these guys are done being dead, they won't be anymore. So this is going to be, oh, bloody hell. This is unfortunate. And for the time being, you guys are doing a very good job escorting all of your constructors and whatnot, aren't you? Yes, yes you are. But they're starting to slowly spread apart. We might be able to take out the small vanguard fleets. They're only about, like, yeah, 132,000 or something each. That one's 160. That one was... okay, there were totally 130 somewhere. No, they've started merging together. Right, maybe it was 168. That's not good. They seem to be getting stronger, which is definitely not a good thing. Right, there's the X-ray laser. We need to just keep going up further and further and further with lasers if at all possible. So... more physics would be nice. Hyper shields is now completely worthless to me. I mean, ion disruptor wouldn't be terrible. Alright, having disruptor technology, but then again, yeah, increased point defense. That's kind of important too. One other advantage, actually, and this is a bit of a morbid one. Yeah, as these guys start destroying occupied systems with actual, you know, planets on them, then as a result of that, there'll be a massive refugee crisis across the galaxy. And when that happens, yeah, all those people will probably flee to me, because I've got open borders. So as a result of that, yeah, massive increase in pops. We can get them to work on Fen Habarnis. So that'll give me a bit of an advantage too. Also, what the hell just happened to my economy? My economy was looking so much better than that a second ago. What the hell just happened? Ah! I'm out of rare crystals, so my entire economy just collapsed. Right, get rid of this stronghold, we don't really need it. Replace that as soon as possible with, yeah, we need crystals. I think we've got synthetic crystal facilities, don't we? No. No, we don't. We do, however, have... Aha! The Research Institute, yes! But yeah, we do have the slight problem. I can't actually construct my own rare crystals. Like, I've got one synthetic crystal plant in the Empire just because it exists already on Loshix. I don't actually have my own. Right, okay, so... This is all going well. Maybe I shouldn't have gone over to the Unity business, but I really feel like we need to actually, yeah, get some Ascension perks in play as soon as flipping possible. Then again, if we're just playing for survival, what do I actually need right now? Because Galactic Force Projection is nice, but hardly essential. Defense of the Galaxy, obviously that's essential. Galactic Contender, don't need that right now. Honestly, we're fighting alongside the Fallen Empires, not against them. One Vision is fine, but not great. Eternal Vigilance is sort of okay, but hardly going to make a difference, to be honest. Yeah, there might actually be an argument for saying, once we're done with Supremacy, maybe go back over to Consumer Goods, because at that point, what more do we need? Well, actually, the Colossus. Using a Death Star to destroy any planet these guys infest could be a good way of basically just burning the Earth. Not ideal, but... it could slow them down. Ah, but the Relic World. Yes, crystal mines. We get organic crystal mines right over there. That's good. That's very, very good indeed. They don't exist over here anymore. No, you get rid of those, unfortunately, when you move over to a city planet. But what we do want over on this place is also... I'd love to have a research institute, but I can't have it just yet. Snorf, yeah, you produce a decent amount of science. Right, swap some of this out with a research institute. That'd be absolutely magnificent. Same over on Fenhabarnus, which is very busy right now, but we could definitely do with... I can't afford that, and... What do you mean I'm losing minerals? How can I be losing minerals where... Oh, bloody hell. Okay, how has everything gone wrong this fast? Right, change the economy back to a mixed economy, please. Alright, we just need to, you know, slightly increase the rate at which we're actually gaining consumer goods. Because, yeah, problems. How are you guys getting on, by the way? Right, you guys are just being eaten right now. That's fine. It's taking them time to do it, alright? We have got time. Maybe stop looking over there, because it's just rather stressful. Oh, we just desperately need more pops, don't we? I mean, we've got the mines, we just don't have enough people to work in them. And we've probably got, yeah, the farms, we just don't have enough people to be farmers. Alright, change the food policy down to dietary balance. Because that means we need less farmers, meaning more people can be miners, because, oh, bloody hell, we've run out of minerals. Okay, just buy more, because for the time being, they're pretty darn cheap. Alright, all of the fleets have finally managed to make it back over to Snorf here in terms of, yeah, the forces of Zarklan. So, this force over here, if your battlecruiser separates out, and then you go over there, how are we doing in terms of fleet capacity? That's up to 86. So, hang on, I think that means you can have one more escort. Also, we've got ourselves, yep, there we go. Point Defense Mark II. Very, very useful indeed. I would not mind advanced research complexes just for ludicrous more science. That'd be lovely. That'd be really, really nice indeed. But could we even afford it? Probably we just could, yes. So go on, make it happen. And yeah, you guys merge together. So you guys are now up to 88. Okay, maybe it was just one shy. So you guys split in half again. You guys get over there. And yeah, if you guys can merge together. There we go. So you guys are now full for the time being. You just go and, like, hang out over here with the other losers or whatever. But this force of 50,000 is... Oh, this force of 50,000 is... What are we going to do with this? What can you do with 50,000? That's nothing. But it has one advantage. As we've discussed, this fleet has the ability to jump. Alright? It's got the ability to jump a really, really, really long way. So, I'm going to deploy this fleet over towards Almed territory. Alright? We're just going to send the pilgrims over in that direction just to keep an eye on what's going on. And if we're lucky, maybe pick off some civilian ships. Like I say, there we go. Right there, there's actually a transport fleet. I mean, in theory, we might be able to destroy that before it actually causes any trouble. So, get in, hit civilian targets, get out again, because, what are you guys... Oh, wow. Are you actually currently invading... Oh, I think it's too late. I think you've already cleared out that place. Right, there's a single undesirable there. Yeah, it was only a small station. But yeah, the purging has most definitely begun. Okay, rare crystals have stabilized for the minute, thanks to that new crystal mine over on Vetin Vitar, but that's not gonna last. Not long at all. Right, this is all looking very dicey indeed. Yeah, that little shuffle with my economy to actually get rid of the consumer goods benefits, that hasn't turned out to be a great decision. It's been draining far, far, far too many minerals out of my economy. There we go. More naval capacity. Don't really need it yet, but there's even more. Ministry of Production. So, ooh. Hello there, Sexian. Uh-oh. Right, Zero Index just died. Probably not the worst thing in the world, to be honest, but still worthy of note. Weren't even killed by the Scourge, actually. Yeah, I assume the Infinite Pond finished them off. Yeah, screw it. Take Ministry of Production, because that is actually going to be very, very useful indeed for producing more goods off the same amount of minerals and rare resources. Now, admittedly, the death of the Zero Index does create one small problem for the galaxy, which is, previously, everyone had actually got on with each other pretty well because we all had a common enemy. We all agreed the killbots were a bunch of dicks. Now the killbots are gone, yeah, it's possible actually some neighbours might start turning on each other. Oh, here we go. Supremacy can be complete. And fleet command limit goes up too. Good. Admiral level cap goes up by 2 as well. Honestly, my admirals aren't looking spectacular. And, okay. What we need right now more than anything is... Where is it? There we go. Defender of the Galaxy. Massive increase to damage against these bastards. I mean, I would love to take engineered evolution, but we just do not have flipping time right now. Ooh, I've just spotted something, however. The Corsairs are offering us the chance to hire some mercenaries. Okay, so it's only one, to be honest. It's not great, but 4 grand. 4 grand is not that much. That's for 5 years. So, okay, 5 years is like, yeah, that's like a bit over 100 months. So, yeah, basically we're paying about 50 energy a month. A bit less, maybe like 30 to 40 or something. Okay, that's not terrible, all things considered. Right, let's sort out our economy problems here, because for some reason, we're making 200 surplus in food, we're losing 100 in mining, despite the fact we've got 10 empty mining jobs right here, and 9 people farming. So now, you guys, get in the flipping mines. And also open up some technician jobs over on Forlorn Hopes, see if that sorts a few bits and pieces out. You open up 2 more jobs, actually. Less farmers, more technicians. That should be 24 and 28. That should rebalance the economy. Yeah, that's not bad. That'll flip and do the job right there. More miners. Oh, there's... Okay, now we've created a small crisis of food, but that's fine. We can fix that later. Okay, the first pilgrims are moving into position now. And it looks like, yeah, the vast majority of the strength is actually heading north. So potentially, we might be able to pick off, yeah, some armies and transport fleets while they're over here. That would be a really, really nice pick-off right there. Okay, we've got the upgraded consumer goods places, flak cannons. We need flak 2. That's definitely a good idea right there. In fact, you know what? Snorf and... No, not you. Snorf station, that's what I want. Yeah, get me 1 destroyer, please. In fact, you know what? Let's actually just get all of our fleets moving down over here towards Juggum. They may as well be over there, to be honest. That's where they're going to need to protect, potentially, in future. Okay, now, the question immediately presents itself. What we've got right here is a giant pile of, yeah, transport fleets for armies, next to more armies over here, next to 1 constructor ship. Where is the nearest fleet? Because I've got shared visibility with the megachurch, but they're being eaten right now, so their visibility might not necessarily be perfect. All I've got to do is get in, then survive for 200 days. Now, 200 days is not great, bearing in mind, yeah, once I'm in, I won't be able to retreat, because if this system belongs to them, that means they've actually got one of those platforms down. Hang on, can I actually see one of these? No, for whatever reason I can't right now, but I should have visibility somewhere of one of these platforms. Yeah, one of these. So, have these guys got FTL inhibition, by the way? I mean, I would assume they do, but then again, ooh, I don't know. Okay, these forces are currently heading south into Almed territory, or actually one of them's heading over here. I mean, oh, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, there's armies we can't see. There are armies we cannot see right now. We don't have proper visibility of them. This is... this would be dangerous. Okay, hang on. Where's that 1 escort? That 1 lone escort? Because you could basically just go and be a canary in the mine. Oh, there's advanced research complexes. Love it. And there's Guardian Point Defense. Yep, get it done. Get it the flip done. We need that. Ah, yes, and that 1 destroyer we trained. Say hello to the new Strike Force Shield. These guys have 1 and only 1 job, which is basically get up front and eat a giant pile of missiles and whatnot as well as you can. So yeah, all we need to have for you is a giant pile of 1 type of destroyer and a giant pile of another type of destroyer. That is your 1 and only job. Now, reinforcing one of my fleets is going to cost, yeah, 19,000 alloys, which I do not have right now, but that's fine. Everything's more or less under control-ish. Yeah, the problem is I've created a vast number of middle-class jobs, which has pulled people out of all of the worker jobs, meaning now there aren't enough miners and farmers to sustain the empire. So, okay, that may have been a catastrophic error, I'll admit. Okay, we probably can't actually afford this, but let's go for Foundry Arcology number 6 over on Fenhabarnis. It's going to take over a year to produce anyway, so yeah, get it underway. Oh, never mind. There's the Ministry of Production. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's pretty important. All of this is garbage, by the way. So, yeah, just take a bit more research. That's good. That's all absolutely fine. Right, Fanfare, that's what we actually want right there, actually. Yes, the Ministry of Production. So, prioritize that immediately. And anywhere else that's actually, like, mass-producing anything, do the same. Also, why is Vetinvatar decided it's an industrial world when it is clearly a science world? There we go. Researcher upkeep down. Now that's what we want. Okay, I've got a plan. It's not a good plan. It's a bit of a horrible plan in some ways. But what we do have right now is, yeah, this planet, Loshix, which is producing some small amounts of science, 100 food, small amounts of minerals, nothing particularly exciting, to be honest. So, what if we were to say, actually, Loshix isn't going to be a planet anymore, we move the entire population over to Vetinvatar, where I'd say, yeah, it could actually be a lot more flipping useful. Maybe not all in one go, we'll need to actually, yeah, build some infrastructure ready to support them, but slowly over time, we could start actually migrating the entire population over there. Meanwhile, over on Vetinvatar, yeah, we just desperately need more in the way of strategic resources. So get on that if you'd be so kind. And yeah, demolish the first building over here, start shipping some people over there. I mean, it's a fairly short little jump, you're very close by. There we go, we've moved a giant pile of robots over to mining duties over here, which is all absolutely a-okay, freeing up a load of people to move up to specialist roles. So, this is good. This is all going to be absolutely a-okay. New gas extraction wells, and once we're done with that, yeah, we need ourselves new research labs. Can't afford that right now. That's fine. Just sell a bit, then buy a bit, and everything's under control. Okay, the Scourge is still expanding, but it must be said, they're not doing it that fast. And just be a bit careful, by the way, because they're moving in my direction. So make sure they don't cut us off from the wormhole, otherwise we're going to be in more than a bit of trouble. Start falling back. Just, you know, be ready to attack civilian craft if and only if we're very confident that they can't actually get on top of us. Also, I'm now a bit curious. In theory, Zarkland's first pilgrim, if I were to actually tell them to take point, would the Awakened Ascendancy in any way respond to that command? Because, oh, well, that was nice and early. Right, we've got the Wounded Queen event. So, yeah, a queen has been wounded. We might be able to go and capture her. Right, well, that's definitely worth doing. When you say Corinth system, do you mean actually... Surely not in this Corinth. Well, that Corinth is spelt incorrectly. Hang on. Also, yeah, we can get an update on the state of the Scourge anytime we want to in the situation log. So, yeah, they have successfully infested one world. 39 ships have been destroyed, but 323 have been consumed as well. Okay, capture of the Queen. Show me where that actually is, by the way. So, Corinth over here. Ouch. Deep behind enemy lines. Gotcha. But if I could just get a science vessel over there, it's only 60 days. Okay, that's of interest. The question is... how to actually get the science ship there. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. And there's the planet they've infested, or possibly, yeah, one they're in the process of infesting right now. So, you can't invade those planets, you just need to basically bomb them until they're not there anymore. So, yeah, we could go and give it a go. Whether it's a good idea or not, I don't really know. Because, yeah, logically they hold this system. And by the way, can we actually see the corpse? Yes, we can. That's cute. So this queen is just injured. We can go get her for our own, at which point we can start spawning fleets from her on a regular basis, much like the head of Zarkland. So, might be worth having a think about, but I'd need that technology that lets my science vessel slip in and out to have any chance of pulling it off. Okay, we just need more raw resources, so yeah, that's cheap and fast in a year. 10% more out of the mining station output, that'd be great. In fact, yeah, this guy's perfect for that. He's up to, yeah, level 7. Together with this being a specialization, he's a curator. He'll get that done in no time at all. Marvelous. Oh, and there she goes. The Ministry of Production just went down on Fanfare. Now, this should be a huge increase in output, which is going to be absolutely flipping lovely. So we've got ourselves, yeah, a lot of people in these various jobs in here. 50 people who are metal workers. That jumps back up to 182. Good. Good. I want to say good. The galaxy's sort of exploding right now, but, you know, mostly good. Oh, flip, all the edicts just wore off. Yeah, I activated those in better times when the galaxy wasn't exploding. That's going to be interesting, because those are... Actually, no, most of these just need a giant pile of influence, which is not so bad. So, 300 there. That's absolutely fine. That one's going to wear off in... Okay, that one's about to wear off. Fine. Yeah, we're going to be needing that too, so we don't starve to death. Fine, what have you. The healthcare I can do without, but we desperately need recycling. That's too important to not have on. Right, start selling... Oh, the price of flipping alloys has crashed because I've been selling so much of them to prop up my ailing economy. But recycling has to be kept on. There's no options there. And of course, when we do go to war, we will be having, yeah, basically all of these on too. So I can give myself, yeah, increase in sublight speed. Great. Shield boost, not so great. Explosives and kinetic. Actually, we don't need much of this, actually. We just need, yeah, this one, and then this one. Those three. Just keep them on all the time as soon as we get into a shooting war. Ooh, there's a mess over here. Yeah, the former territory of the Zero Index. There's just been a mass rush of colonization by people with nowhere else to colonize. So, yeah, this place has turned out to be an absolute bloody mess, including Silicon rebels. That's nice. Okay, the Almedas are starting to be torn apart very, very quickly indeed. I'm worried they seem to be, yeah, primarily advancing south, directly towards the wormhole that leads into my space, because we're not ready for them, and I'm guessing that station, yeah, 4,000. That's not going to do much. Okay, we've got one good thing at least. It is Zarklan Day, so... admittedly, it's a bit of a muted Zarklan Day. Like, we've all got out the Zarklan tree, but... no one's really decorated it. Like, you know, we put the Zarklan star at the top, but no one actually got out the Zarklan tinsel. No one was in the mood. We were a bit too concerned about, you know, the giant bugs eating literally everything. But screw it, let's just get a few more forces out on the field. Yeah, the problem we've got here is me trying to mass produce alloys has been too effective, which is I've shipped far too many workers off-world. And all those workers have now got used to specialist jobs, so they wouldn't actually be willing to do any other form of job. And what am I being screwed over with now? That's fine, we'll sort out energy in a minute. We'll just, like, buy more energy with, like, alloys, traditions. Okay, mining station output plus 10%. That would potentially plug a hole in the economy a little bit. Food consumption down a bit. That wouldn't be bad either. Don't really need tile blocker clearance up. That's not that great. Yeah, domination... don't bother with it. Either prosperity or it's harmony. Now, yes, of course, 15% fire rate within your own borders. Not bad for defending yourself against a giant swarm of incoming aliens. Now that theoretically could be rather useful, yes. Together with food down, pop amenities usage down, it's not terrible. But I feel like prosperity, yeah, we do need money. We desperately need money, and specialist output up would be good as well. Other than that, it's just, yeah, it's not spectacular. The merchant job would be nice. That would be nice, but is harmony more sensible? Ooh, that's, you know what? Adopt prosperity, if for nothing else, just for the mining station output. That's actually quite useful. That will buy us a fair bit more energy, a fair bit more minerals, all of that good stuff. And yeah, we've got more and more tech coming in precisely that direction. Another 10% right there. So that'll keep us going in terms of energy and minerals for the moment. Oh, that's nice. That jumps up from +3 to +26. Okay, good starting point here. Good starting point. And the Almedas are just being eaten. Yeah, the Scourge is now getting dangerously close to my home. And what are you guys attacking right now? 400,000. But yeah, that's the thing. Look at this. Even though it's 400,000, it's not actually that many units. So if I just had a giant pile of long-range artillery, maybe, just maybe, I can do without pirates right now, thank you. Pirates can just naff off. Oh, there it is. There it flipping is, except, oh, annoyingly, it's shown up at the exact same moment as the proton launchers, which is the other bit of ridiculous long-range artillery I need. This is how we're going to defeat the Scourge, if we defeat them, which we won't, but this is how we'll give them at least a fair battle. I just need a massive battery of battle cruisers filled with particle lancers and proton launchers and variants thereupon. That's what we need. So, get the particle lance done. Now, get working on it. In fact, you are brand new and only level 1, so that's not good enough. No. We need it sooner. Go and speak to the curators. They've probably got someone new for me. Okay, that's only 1,000 energy. Yes, every flipping time. There we go. That's now going to arrive a year sooner. Flipping love it. And even more mining station output up. Okay, the economy is starting to stabilise, and I wouldn't mind another 10%, but we need that flak 3. Just get it done now. It's going to take a while, but get it done. We need fully upgraded Guardian point defense, which we've got. Fully upgraded flak artillery, which we're going to have in a few years. Okay, now this is what we need to start seeing, alright? This is the technology that we're going to need to have any chance of winning. And the Almetas are... oh dear. Are they preparing to resist? Oh, guys. Guys, don't. You're gonna be slaughtered. Oh, bloody hell, it's deal extension time. Okay, I'm gonna be needing 10k. 5k for you, 5k for the art lot. Okay. To the marketplace. Just sell all of these lovely alloys. Yeah, I thought you'd be in touch as well. That's fine. We're going to be making... yeah, that's plenty to keep us going. So that's a deal. That's a deal. Marvellous. Keep those guys on side. We just basically desperately need every last bit of science we can squeeze out right now. Also, here's a thought. That annoying system the pirates have just taken over. How would you like to buy that off me? There we go. They're going to give me 12 energy credits a month for the next 10 years for that one system that's fully occupied by pirates and thus was giving me no benefit whatsoever. In fact, you know what? I might just keep doing that. How would you like to have, say, that system over there, too? Actually, you know what? I'll keep that system, so I've got a clean run at Scorpio and Corner Forest right there, because those are actually quite good. But I will sell you, say, a Caro. That's not that great. Alright, this time they'll pay 13. Oh, this is good. This is very, very good indeed. I can prop up my economy by selling my own empire, which is probably not a great idea, but screw it. If they're willing to pay, I'm willing to sell it. Ooh, that'll do. More starbase capacity. Get that underway. Okay. We're coming up on... hang on. How long until I can basically reverse the most stupid decision I ever made? Because over to policies. Trade policy... right. Very, very soon indeed. Good. Good. Let's just say the marketplace of ideas was a really stupid idea, ironically enough. So, we're going to go back over to consumer benefits, and that's going to be great, and... alright, now this is good. My allies and Federation buddies have fully woken up. Good. Right, so they've woken up properly right now. They're going to start actually building fleets and whatever. So, they've proclaimed themselves the leaders of the Galactic Defense League. And I'm presumably the co-leader in that because I was in it before it was cool. Will they be able to save us? Yes, hopefully they bloody will. So, if they want to start waking up anytime soon... okay, they've definitely got more fleets than they did. So this is all... yeah, this is good. This is all very, very good indeed. You guys actually moving, by the way. They're starting to move. Okay, they are waking up. This is marvellous. Also, they've just started building gateways. They can start moving around at speed. Watch out for these guys, by the way. Ah, yes, of course. All of you guys, you probably can be merged together right now, right? Yes, there we go. 60,000. That's cocking nothing. Right, trade policy. Back over to consumer benefits, please. There we go. Right, so that should... by the way, where on earth is that? There's a City of Bones. Is that anywhere inside my territory? No, we just found it over here, apparently. That's nice. Right, well, that's okay. We could probably do without that for the time being. We may go and check that out later if I've got a spare science ship floating around. But, as soon as we hit April, there we go. Right, we've now got a massive surplus of consumer goods, meaning I don't need to be constantly wasting money buying it. I mean, I can also potentially turn off some of the other consumer goods factories, which would be really bloody useful. Yeah, right now this place is costing me 30 minerals and generating 30 consumer goods. So, let's just actually get rid of that right the flip now. In favour of just a basic stronghold, that's absolutely fine. Just get rid. Now, there is one emergency button I could in theory press. It's not a good idea, but I could do it. And by the way... are you right now at war with these guys? Is that really what you need to be doing right now? And No. I guess you just... Wow, you just took over that territory. You must have just bought that. Right, the Infinite Pond is doing very, very well indeed. By which I mean they're not quite bordering the Scourge yet, but... Give it a few seconds, they will be. You're going to try and stand up to the Scourge, are you? No, don't! Don't go in with 9,000. That's a really bad idea, my owl friends. Actually, speaking of that, you guys, would you by any chance do me an active sensor link swap? Because I felt like actually that could be pretty useful. There we go. 2 exotic gases sorts that out, and that means, yeah, now we've got shared visibility, meaning their ships, which have got themselves... yeah, there we go. Subspace sensors 3. Very, very good indeed. In fact, you know what? Hang on. That reminds me. My own ships, we need to actually slap on the new hyperdrives. And the new point defense and flak 2 for the destroyers. I mean, I'm going to be honest. There's an argument for actually making these guys into picket ships. Giving them a flak cannon. They're going to be right on the front line. And it's really more about, yeah, shooting down the incoming than anything else. I mean, the actual flak's not great, especially against armor, but... Is that a good idea? Is that really a good idea? Yes, yes it is, because these guys aren't going to be getting the kills anyway. The more important thing is, these guys get in there, disrupt, shoot down the strike craft, in general, cause as much trouble as they can. That's for the better, I think. In fact, let's have another look at this here force. We need to figure out what are we going to be taking on here, because that's an acid blast, that's a giant pile of swarm strikers. Go over to you guys. Yeah, that's a big old pile of missiles, so... yeah, okay, that is the Swarm Queen class, and Large Class Warriors, Swarm Queen class, and Carrier class, Brood Mothers. Okay, so the Brood Mothers have all of that. But yeah, there's only actually 10 Swarm Large class. Hang on, Swarm Large class. Those guys have got, those guys have got missiles. Then it's 35 of the Swarmlings at the bottom. Those guys have got themselves, that's the Acid Blast. So yeah, it does feel like it's a good blend between missiles and strike craft. So yeah, probably good to try and keep that balanced if at all possible. Okay, weird as it is, I think I do actually need a brand new resource world. Just a basic world where we're just bringing up huge amounts of resources constantly. So, here we go. This one looks pretty good. Size 20, nothing special about it, but a decent amount of generator capacity, a decent amount of mining capacity. So, Pro Class, I'm guessing that you are actually over in Snorf, right? Because you're at Tomb Worlds. Yep, there we go, right there. So, basically just neighbours with Snorf itself. So, go on then. Let's get it done. Colonize that, and we need miners. We need someone who is going to be very, very good at mining, or generators, or both. Right, it's not perfect, but yeah, you guys, the old Tomb World lads we've had in our empire for bloody ages. You're strong, charismatic, quick learners, resilient. Sure, why not? And Pro Class, no. This here is, yeah, it's the end times. This is kind of our last roll of the dice. So you guys are about to go and settle last chance. Also, I'm guessing, yeah, I thought it might not be going too well for the Almetas. They're desperately trying to take this thing down, but they're barely even having an impact. But yeah, on the plus side, it's actually quite slow going taking these guys down too, just because even though this thing's got a giant pile of health, because it's actually utilising, yeah, missiles and whatnot, it's fairly easy to actually shoot them down if you've just brought a bit of point defence. And as for the mega church, it looks like it's pretty much gone aside from, yeah, one system right here, which has been, by the looks of it, yeah, pretty much bombed into the ground. There's no armies left here, and the buildings have been, ouch, the buildings have been destroyed, the population has fled, there's no one left to guard it. Basically, they're just waiting for the armies and the infestors to arrive, and I'm guessing, here they come now. Still, this is looking good. The Awakened Empire is definitely building something. They've got themselves, like, what is that? Coming up on 1 million strength. It's not enough, but it's a good starting point. Okay, strategic resources has settled, meaning we've probably got time at this point to get down, yeah, a little bit more in the way of research. Not a huge amount, but, ooh, Research Institute, yes. Now that's the thing. That's the thing right there on this planet. That's going to be absolutely flipping huge. Then upgrade one more research centre to an advanced research centre. Okay. Now, over on Vet Invitar, we're starting to make some crazy good science here. That's good stuff, because we need it. We desperately need every bit of science we've got. We need to get ourselves set up, and we need to bank a giant pile of alloys in order to set up those battle cruisers as soon as we can. Oh, here we go. Research Institute comes in. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful as anything. Got ourselves a science director, who's weirdly not a sniveler, despite them being, like, you know, intelligent or whatever. Hang on, are you intelligent too? You're a natural physicist. You're not actually intelligent, so that's a bit on the odd side. Hang on, I just realised something. If I've got a desperate lack of basic workers doing basic jobs, why in the name of God am I not actually getting robotic workers set up? I could have that in... Oh, bloody hell, I should have done that decades ago. Then I can just slowly replace all of the basic workers with robots, ship the actual workers once that's done over to the actual core worlds. Oh, that'll work so much better. I mean, it's a bit of a late transition, but screw it, it might work. And, oh dear. Yeah, so, bad news, Almetas. The Scourge have arrived, and there's nothing I can do to help you with that. Though actually, there is one thing I could do. Guys, it's time for you to go home just for the minute, because we've got one big old thing right in the middle of our empire. Shard. Now, I don't know what you get for killing it, but logically, it'd be something good. So, it would appear that someone's actually managed to put together a Colossus. And it's actually, wow, okay, it's the stagnant ascendancy. The xenophobes have actually woken up. I didn't realise they'd woken up too. But okay, not only have they woken up, they've started sending around a massive, really rather pretty flower bud Death Star. What did it just do? Because yeah, Colossus is actually a very, very good thing indeed. Because Colossus can basically just burn their planets super easily. And without planets, they're much easier to dislodge. Because they don't really have, like, you know, a proper anchor inside any given system. So, okay, the xenophobes might actually be rather bloody useful. Has anyone else woken up while I haven't been paying attention? Okay, everybody is now a stagnant ascendancy. So, the crisis seems to have woken up every single one of these guys, sort of by default. Hang on, when you say stagnant, does that mean not woken up? Because that would logically mean not woken up. But then, if you haven't woken up, why are you bloody sending a Death Star to the far side of the galaxy? Oh, there we go, robot assembly plants. Okay, that might just flip and save me. Ooh, neutronium armor. Okay, do I need anything more than neutronium armor? Because I don't think I do. Yeah, get working on that. But actually, until I got Citadel, I don't think I can get Titans. But improve the armor. Get the armor capped out if we can. And actually, hang on. Shard is a type of dragon. He's not the actual main dragon, but he's a dragon. Does that mean by any flipping chance that I might be able to get the special level 6 dragon scale armor by killing it? Because if so, that'd be rather good. Okay, we're back on the offensive. I've got a plan. Ooh, it's election time. Only 2 people are standing, and yeah, this one could be important. So you're ruling right now. You've got yourself, yeah, monthly minerals up. Science ships is garbage. Resilience not great. Fleet expansion's pretty good. You want to get the market fee down, trade value up. Cruisers down. Home in the Skies, Starbase module cost. No, I'm going to make sure you actually keep winning, actually. That'll be fine. Marvellous. Here we go. We've got a giant pile of mining and farming jobs that just, like, aren't being done right now. So, yeah, let's get that sorted out, please. Over on Forlorn Hope in particular, what do we not particularly need? Okay, that place is creating 2 natural gas. We can rebuild that elsewhere. That's fine. Replace that with, yes, robot assembly. Let's get some robots in production. Like, right the flip now. Tiny Sands is, I think, like, massively not doing its job either. Brilliant. So let's just start replacing some of this too. Yep, same deal over at Loshix. Massive pile of jobs not being done. Right, 3 robot production facilities should be enough for the time being. I could actually build an extra one over here at Fanfare and then just start shipping them out around the galaxy, but we'll probably be okay as we are for the minute. Alright, time to send them in. Everybody, you're all getting in there. Let's go take out Shard. We're surely flipping ready for this at this point. So everybody move in. Obviously, Zarklan will be up front just because he's faster on the move, so that'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, you'll be there in... hang on. You'll be there in, yeah, 37 days. You'll be there like a month earlier to go with... there's the particle lance. Okay, now where's the... Boo, give me those proton torpedoes. I want them back. Right, do whatever's the cheapest just to re-roll, please. So, colony development. That'll be done in no time until in fact, actually, we might want to take over. Wow, that'd be my 3rd relic world. That'd be ridiculous, but honestly, why not? Also, we should probably prepare, to defend this wormhole. Start upgrading this place, if you'd be so kind. We're going to need to, potentially deal with invaders coming in sooner rather than later. And hostile fleet, I'm not too surprised. Everybody, you stay back until your friends arrive. Stay back, stay back, stay back. Okay, everybody together. Now, go take out Shard together, please. Everybody together. And this shouldn't be too difficult. He is apparently a dollar named Grand Dragon. Oops, never mind. Just pretend you can't see that. And the plasma should tear through him with no problems whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks to me like you're flipping melting, mate. Oh, dear, Shard. You shouldn't have messed with me back in the day, should you? That's a lot of stuff. Right, so, we've also got the Rubricator, which I kind of forgot we were trying to get, but yes, that's true, we were trying to get that. But on top of that, yes, he actually left a corpse, by any chance, something that we could study. He's just, bursting into flames right now. Yes? No? Sadly not, that's a bit of a shame. Still, this system's pretty good, we've got ourselves exotic gases and whatnot. And yeah, the planet itself is decent, never turned down a relic world. Okay, so, Rubricator. 150 to activate. Unity, wow, Unity plus 10 just by default. Creates 30 minor artifacts just for free. Now, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, especially as, that means basically now I've got infinite minor artifacts, which is very useful indeed. Though, hang on. How are we doing on the old faction front? Because we've had this on for... Okay, that is just not doing anything. Can we just, stop supporting this faction right now? We're clearly not going to get up to 20% there. No. No, we're not. Because it's supposed to be, 9. It's actually, 4. Okay, so that was completely pointless. But yeah, now we can just create infinite minor artifacts. And that means, as far as I'm concerned, the 100 we've got... Discover Elgate Insight... And then discover Elgate Insight again, except, hang on, no, that's got a cooldown on it. Fine, okay. In a few years, we can do that again, because there is, of course, one option. It's not a good option, but it's an option. If these guys keep expanding, there is an Elgate right here. There's an Elgate over there as well. There's an Elgate down over here. So whatever's hiding behind the Elgates, I could basically make it and the Swarm fight each other. Now that could be interesting. Okay, all ships report for upgrades, please, because ideally, we'd like to get you guys up to Hyperdrive 3 as fast as possible. And bloody finally, we can actually have this place all for ourselves. Beautiful. I mean, the nice thing about the Scourge is, because they've got a relatively small number of very powerful fleets, they're struggling to actually take and hold what they've already conquered. So, they've knocked out all of these stations, but they're not in position to actually claim more yet. So, just basically quick attacks against the civilian ships when they try and come in to occupy the system. That might slow them down quite a lot. Alright, we've got ourselves robots incoming now. Flippin' love it. So robots are now being constructed. It's going to be, +2 a month, 100 in total. So, okay, it's going to take a while to actually get the robots out on the field. But at least we are going to have some people doing those jobs. Also, gamma lasers. No, I don't really want gamma lasers, to be honest. I want, gateway travel. Okay, now, I know gateway travel feels like a massive indulgence under the circumstances, but I've got a very, very large amount of trade value that is simply not being collected right now because there's no way to get it home. So, the trade of Loshix and Vetin Vitar is simply not getting home. And I can't easily travel from one side of the galaxy to the other, aside from that wormhole, which is not well positioned. This would not be a terrible idea. Aside from the fact it would take bloody ages to research, and in that time, I won't be able to be researching proton torpedoes. Do it. It's a good idea. Get it done. I'm going to regret doing that. Also, hang on. That's not an L-gate. That's a disabled gateway. Right, okay, hang on. I didn't realise that. Needs gateway activation technology. Well, we're working on that right now. Okay, we've actually got ourselves a free gateway up here in Rochelle. Sorry, I thought that was an L gate, but no, we've only got one L gate down here. So, yes, sorry, I was talking about the terrible plan before. Yeah, activating the L gates, setting whatever's on the far side of them up against the Scourge. Not a good idea, but it's there as an option. Oh yeah, that quintuple upgrade yard. That's doing the job over back at Snorf. I'm enjoying that immensely. And there we go. Last chance has officially been founded, which is good stuff. So, yeah, we're going to be needing minerals. We're going to be needing energy. Let's just get some really basic stuff constructed here. And as we've got plenty of food for the time being, yeah, let's just speed up how fast that place grows. Okay, having opened prosperity, I'm now going to open harmony for food costs down. And we're going to move towards, trying to make things nice and cheap. In particular, 15% fire rate is huge within my own borders. That's crucial. Let's make sure we get that in time because don't know how fast you guys are advancing, but I'm worried you're slightly moving towards that wormhole. And hello, is that some... yes, we have got ourselves some beautiful, beautiful refugees. Good. Good. I mean, I'm very, very sad. I'm sorry for your loss, but this is actually really good news for me. More pops is brilliant. Oh, flip, we've actually hit storage capacity for alloys. Right, well, in that case, it's probably time for Shield Fleet to be properly upgraded. Let's just make sure we've actually got ourselves, the right designs here. So, that is Hyperdrive 3, and it's, sadly, we've only got Flak 2, but it'll have to do. So, Shield Force... congratulations, we're about to drop 13,000 alloys on your construction. Boom. Oh yeah. Now this is going to be a ridiculous anti-Scourge force right here. This is going to basically halve their firepower in any given match. It's going to be beautiful. And here's just the leader. Unyielding. This person gets up front. They've got the whole point. They just stand and fight until they die. There is no retreat here. No retreat whatsoever. And actually, hang on. Speaking of no retreat whatsoever, we can actually set no retreat whatsoever now. That's going to be a policy. Here we go. War Doctrine. So, defense in depth. So, home territory fire rate plus 10%. Pretty nice. Hit and run. So, combat disengagement chance goes up. Emergency FTL damage risk goes down. Not bad. Rapid deployment. Range up. Now, that's going to be a very important one when the time is right. Yeah, sublight speed up, range up, because we have to outrange them. We have to murder them with artillery before they can even hit us. Or 33% ship fire rate up, but no chance of disengagement whatsoever. Let's leave it for now. Start with rapid deployment for the time being. Range is a good thing to have. That's not a bad thing at all. But then again, fire rate's not bad. Range or fire rate. Take rapid deployment for the minute. We'll probably change that down the line, potentially, when it comes to it, to no retreat. And over on Vet Invitar, more and more and more research, please. We're going to go double advanced research facilities for a huge pile more scientists. That's 6 more scientists right there. And people are moving in and out of association with certain federations, but for the most part, everyone seems pretty locked down for the minute. And oh dear, I think the tenants of Tabby are in the process of being eaten, unfortunately. Right, Tabby, would you be willing to actually... oh, there's a Roman running Tabby space right now. That's basically Claire as far as I'm concerned. She's just there to basically feed the Tabbies. Right, so, active sensor link, guys. Let's do what we can here. I need to see what you can see. Yeah, as I suspected, what you can see isn't fun. So 500,000 moving into Tabby space. There's nothing Tabby can do about that. The infinite pond is screwed, but for the time being, they're not moving in that direction when I say that. They might just be about to actually, you're not going to be able to hold the borders. Actually, no, that's the Damana, not actually the infinite pond at all. So, okay. Vesta's right there, former Roman homeworld, now of course belonging to the Ducks. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry, but you are so screwed. Ooh, here's fun. The Bavia just vassalized the Damana. Now, me and the Bavia actually get on pretty bloody well. Now, I know you guys aren't desperately keen on, being involved in any form of federation, but minus 53. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Opinion plus 12, mutual threats plus 1, relative power plus 4. I can't get you up plus 50 just by giving you a really good deal, but might be worth having a think about over time. If I could get you inside our new federation, might not be a bad thing. Okay, we finally managed to fill up our naval capacity. In fact, I may have gone a little bit overboard there and gone a bit too far, but that's fine. I'm building some more stuff in terms of the stations right now. We're getting some more fleet capacity out as quickly as possible. And go on, it would be foolish to have a relic world in my empire and not colonize it. So, go on then, third flipping relic world, on we go. Because, if nothing else, it's 8 free science jobs and a big old pile of mines and engineers. Here we go, classic intelligent engineering snifflets, marvellous. And as this was the home of the Rubricator, go on, we'll call it Rubricon. You know, I was really hoping we'd be able to do more to, yeah, just slightly annoy the Scourge as they started to advance, but no. Right now, they're just too heavily concentrated. There's nothing I can do. And they're sending in, yeah, several 100,000 troops a go. There's nothing we can do for the time being. Once they've started spreading out a bit, maybe we can get in there, hit some of their armies, and get back out again, a bunch of hit-and-run attacks. But for the time being, yeah, I think we need to focus on getting our tech up, getting the economy fixed. And when I say the economy fixed, I've spent most of this part fixing the economy that I myself broke. But at the end of the day, we are looking better. Alright, got myself a big old pile of alloys, spending it right now on getting more fleet capacity, built a giant new shield fleet. Shield fleet is going to be spectacularly useful. We can be ready, and when I say we can be ready, we can't win, but as I say, the goal is win like one battle against one of their main fleets, and I'll be happy, alright? If I can just do that, I'll be happy. We've got new allies, we've got new technology, and crucially, we've got one of the first components that we're going to need to win. We have got the particle lance. Now, we need to get the upgraded version of that, and we need proton torpedoes, but it's the first step, alright? It's the first flipping step. We are on the way to actually having a fleet that can stand up against these bastards. But I suspect all of our old friends won't actually be here to see it happen because Tabby is being eaten right now. There is no chance whatsoever she's going to survive. The Infinite Pond does have plenty of territory to fall back to, so maybe they'll be okay. The Elmeters too do have plenty of territory down south, so they might last a bit longer. The Romans, of course, already gone. When the Infinite Pond gets eaten, Vesta will indeed become infested. That'll be sad indeed. Right. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I would say that is enough for now. We have made a good start here. A good start to building the fleet that we need. Shield fleet is a very good first step. We have got battleships, and we have got the first component we need for a giant artillery fleet. So that is our one and only chance. The question is, can we get it prepared fast enough? And can Zarkland's pilgrims and our new friends over in the Awakened Ascendancy do something to maybe slow down the Scourge long enough to let us win? I do not know, I don't know, but we shall see. And that is coming up very, very soon indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true dad, and this has been Stellaris, the Impossible Run. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.